Okay. Okay, Cici, you just finished the AP psychology. You are only the second students. The other is the private school students, you are public school students, and you are doing AP psychology. And you just finished AP psychology.
Yes.
And you have a moral obligation to tell me and maybe my best students who take AP psychology in the future, what's your advice? What is the hardest one? We work on this thing for half a year, right? Half a year. Yeah, we work on this. 我们今天就是把 AP psychology 总结一下。你是我第2个学生，花了半年时间把 AP psychology、AP World History 准备了，但是主要的是准备的 AP Psychology。所以说呢，你现在是帮我下边的学生要学 AP Psychology 的东西，我会跟你谈一谈为什么这个AP Psychology 很重要，对你将来有什么帮助，你为什么选这个东东，你为什么选这个东东，什么地方容易，什么地方难。Go ahead, you are the first hand report. That is very valuable. Go ahead.
So first for like studying tips, so you should definitely pay a lot of attention in class of like what the teacher tells you. And you have to basically self-study on your own about a lot of things on the textbook that teachers don't go over because they may appear on the AP exam. But a lot of them is just memorization. Like if you're good at memorizing, you should take it. Like it's not going to be that hard if you can.
Which part is the hardest? The multiple choice part is hard, or the essay part is hard? Tell us. Give an example.
For the multiple choice, if you know like what's going on, then you're absolutely fine. But for the essay part, you have 50 minutes to do 55 minutes, I think, to do 2 questions. That's like a lot of parted. So you have to like both write fast and like literally just apply as soon as you can. Like you
can you remember 2 of them? 1 of them? No.
One of them is about.
You recall as much as possible, and we discuss it. How did you answer it? And do you think you did a good job? And which part you did a good job? Which part you didn't? Go ahead.
So one of them is study. The other one is about like a scenario.
What scenario? What scenario?
I kind of forgot, but it's like about like how these things can, like these terms in psychology can explain like this person's behavior, and they're like from all kinds of units, so you have to apply to them.
Yes, what kind of behavior? Give me a scenario. They gave you a scenario and ask you to use what you learned to explain it, right?
Yes.
Go ahead. What kind of scenario? Give me an example.
I'm not gonna give the example from AP test, but I'm gonna give one from like normal school. So basically there was this one time where we had like let's think. Let me look at my notes for a second.
Yeah, everybody need to take notes. That's why the notes is very important.
Okay. Right here. Okay, so this is a scenario. So basically a girl is trying to convince her parents to buy a dog for her. And some of the question asked about like central, peripheral route, and then like what kind of persuasion she used.
Yes.
And first you have to define the term, and then you have to explain it in that scenario, like how like that term affects the person. But like there's like at least 5 terms that you have to study. Well, no, at least 5 terms you have to write about per question. So you really have to work fast. And then like for the second one, the study, I'm not gonna go that in depth about it, but
just an overview. Just tell us which part is the hardest for you, and which part you wish you learned more, and which part you feel very comfortable about that. This one is the
for psychology, definitely the FRQ. Like there's no way that no one says FRQ is easy, because there's like so little time to write like 50 OERs basically, which is like short answer questions for like 50 terms. So
writing, right? Yes.
Yeah.
The writing part.
Because you have to define it first, and then you write an application of what it does, and then you have to link those two.
Basically, you don't have enough time to finish the writing, which we need to emphasize. I will train you to write more, especially during this summer, okay? Write a lot more, including college application. Do it right now. Do it this summer. Don't give me the excuse. So the unit 1, 2. Yeah, what did you say? You're busy. I know you're busy. What?
I finished the FRQ though.
Oh, you finished that. Congratulations. I know there's a lot of pressure, okay? You finished in the last moment. I know, I told you, you will do very good. From the 1 to 9 units, which one is the hardest for you? Which one is easier for you? Overall, after you finish this AP, which one you benefited the most and why?
Okay. There's not really like a harder one or easier one. It really depends on what people are interested in and willing to like
which one
understand
you interested
and
in?
like
I will tell you which
more.
one I interested in.
I really like the developmental, like last 4 units. Those 4 units were fun, but it was a lot of work.
Motivation, right? We talk a lot about the motivation, why some kids have motivation to work hard to do AP, and some high schoolers did 0 AP so far in the 10th grader. And some kids, you know, I know one student do 12 at the end of school. I don't know why they push them too hard, because they have very strong motivation. Some people have 0. Okay. And the emotional up and down, we talk about you guys being teenager, right? And the personality. And you guys are exactly at the age of very sensitive about other people's opinion to you. Some people are more sensitive than others. And I cannot handle them if they are too sensitive, because I have a bad humor with them. They just feel offended, they run away. and you know that, okay? But I'm also, this motivation, you are very interested because you observe yourself and the other students, and it really help you for be more mature, emotionally mature. Developmental psychology, I'm always learning this one because I'm still developing, believe it or not. Different age group have different developmental issue. I have my issue, you have your issue, and I have a younger kids, maybe 5th grader, they have their issue. How to concentrate on the school program, how to motivate them are very different than motivating you and motivating myself. And the unit 4 are going to be very important for you, the learning process. How to learn things faster and have a knowledge retention. Not after test, you forget 50%, that's not cool, right? So in college, how to take notes, how to memorize things, and how to synthesize all the knowledge into one, make knowledge become part of your personality. That is the learning. Cognitive psychology, IQ stuff, the debate.
Yeah.
We had a
it's all
lot of
that.
debate. That is very cool. I told you about the case. If you talk about IQ and race, you lose job in the United States in this cultural environment,
Mhm.
right? Sensation and perception. How do we know what we know? Is our knowledge reliable? In the future, this is I'm teaching 11th grader students on IB program on the knowledge, What is knowledge? What knowledge is reliable? What knowledge is not reliable? What your teachers teaching you are fake? How do you know they are fake? How do you know this knowledge are even reliable? That's called critical thinking. So this class and the knowledge theory are actually related. Now let's go through scientific foundation, scientific
This one,
method. Yeah.
this one is really, really important because like a whole entire FRQ is about this.
Wow. So they test this one all the time, right?
Yes.
So they're training you how to think scientifically. They use this
Well,
one to.
not really. It's about
How
like
did
how
you
they
test you? How did they
study.
test you in Unit 1? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about that. And then
Good job.
social psychology is also like very frequently tested.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Which one you want to talk about? Give some high schoolers some advice. Social psychology. Now tell me what you learned from social psychology. Did they mention anything happened last year? The year 2020, all these crazy COVID-19,
No,
Black Lives Matter, they didn't mention that, right?
They don't test you about like recent stuff. They just like talk about like what we learned now.
That's right. Good.
Yeah.
Good. How about clinical psychology? Did they test this?
I mean, everything's on the multiple choice. Like every unit, it's on the multiple choice. But
Cool.
FRQ.
What you learned from Unit 8, clinical psychology?
Clinical psychology, like the treatments for like depression and like basically mental disorders.
Yeah. Do I have mental disorder according to your textbook, CC?
I don't think so. But I think.
Yeah. Are you sure?
I think
Thank you.
You have a slight OCD, but everyone does.
I have a slight OCD. Wow. How do I deal with my OCD?
You just teach students.
Thank you. I try to concentrate the topic because sometimes I'm off topic. I'm carried away to one more interesting topic and set track. Thank you. Do I have to pay you for your consolation?
No, it's okay.
Okay, thank you for being so nice. Okay, thank you for your help for my students. And I think this AP psychology, if you're interested, it's very interesting. If you are not interested in this, it can be a torturous experience, especially you are so right. So many small detail memorization. So we have to work together to quiz you hundreds, even thousands of small little detail they can test you. But if you put the whole big picture together, right? And especially related how to use that to analyze yourself. How to use that to help you to be more mature. That would be connect all the small little pieces together, put them into a string. That would help. Okay, thank you for your help. For my other high school students, prospectively, they can take advantage of this AP class. I think, for example, why it's useful if you want to be a lawyer, you want to know the people sitting in front of you, analyzing their psychology. If you want to be a salesperson, a political leader, medical doctor.
Yes.
For example, in China, there's a lot of people attack medical doctor. I mean, they are not satisfied with the result, or they don't want to pay too much, or sometimes they bury the medical doctor. They put the anger into the surgeons. That's so unfair, so tragical. But sometimes people don't care about the psychology of the people they're working with is also, you know, probably contributing factor. And also I think sometimes if we understand other people's psychology a little bit better, just a little bit better, it make our life a little more safer. Especially right now, the tension of the society is so high. It's help us to understand other people and understand ourselves. Okay, so we can control and manage our emotion. Thank you. So we'll stop from recording.
I think you just, yeah.